Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to talk about a few other things as well in today's video. But let me start with the bullshit first. My thesis, JP Morgan is quietly building the Ripple killer, Onyx permission layer 1 EVM, JP Morgan stablecoin, cross-border institutional settlement. I see this all over X once again. You know, it was bullshit years ago and it's still bullshit today. I thought we put this narrative to rest already. No bank is gonna want to use JP Morgan coin. Never. They're going to want to use something different like XRP because it's not tied to any certain bank. That's what sets it apart from JP Morgan coin. But you know, every time the narrative shifts in crypto and we start seeing XRP move up in price, all those old bullshit narratives come back because people like to use those narratives as FUD. Wow, Google searches for Ripple are up 49% in the past week. More and more people are becoming informed about XRP and its technology. It looks like the normies are getting into crypto. But the good thing is they're researching Ripple, meaning they're going to learn about use case and utility. They won't make the same mistakes we made when we got into crypto. As tourist spending reaches $1.4 trillion, the pressure is on for online travel agents to manage cross-border payments efficiently. Discover more at our blog. This comes from Tranglo, a Ripple partner. Like any business looking to grow and evolve, online travel agents would benefit from the ability to send and receive funds quickly and cost-effectively. However, cross-border business payments via traditional and retail service providers can take days. A longer settlement cycle also levies high fees on your business, slashing margins and putting pressure on your team to seek extra liquidity. They even go on to talk about how they can make payments cheaper. And you know, blockchain and crypto can change businesses overnight for people if they decide to work with crypto. It allows Tranglo to lower their prices. It makes travel for other normal, everyday people cheaper. Think about Tranglo offering cheaper rates than, I don't know, Expedia. And all of a sudden, Tranglo pushes ahead. So Expedia would have no choice but to get involved with blockchain and crypto. Do you see what I'm talking about? Once one company utilizes something like XRP, all of a sudden every other company has to do the same things or they will be left behind. And that's the world we live in today because everybody wants the same thing: fast, cheap, and secure. Hong Kong begins phase 2 of CBDC pilot. You know, every single country around the world is pushing ahead with the CBDC right now. And people still think that somehow the US is going to choose to not have a CBDC. They're already working on it. I'll talk more about that in this video. But take notice how they talk about including programmability, tokenization, and atomic settlement as well. Because tokenization is going to be part of every single country's CBDC platform. Yes, FedNow sets the precedent for the issuance of a digital dollar, US CBDC. It's an inherently digital system with direct settlement from the US Fed, and a CBDC is digitally native currency that would be issued by the Fed. FedNow equals Trojan horse for CBDCs. This comes from Smoke. And of course, that's exactly what they're working on. Here's Tom Emmer telling you, if you don't think the Fed is pursuing a CBDC, think again. The Fed gave this to my staff during a presentation earlier this Congress. they view a CBDC as one of their key duties. Like I said, and I think we already have a digital dollar. I think it's USDC. I even think the US going after Tether in the way that they are is clearing the way for the US digital dollar. Same thing's going to happen with Bitcoin, in my opinion, because I look at BlackRock as the Trojan horse for Bitcoin. Because BlackRock is working with the World Economic Forum. You think they don't know what's going on? Of course they do. And once the time comes that Bitcoin shows any type of competition for their CBDC, that BlackRock will take it out. That's what I see happening in the future. But like I said, it's just my opinion. Ripple article on its homepage, Cashless Payment Systems, how blockchain can power the future of payments. The future of payment system is cashless. Pros and cons of cashless payments. Now, me personally, I don't like the idea of going full cashless. I think cash should be included as we move forward. But I know the US, once they get a CBDC, they're going to give incentives to get away from cash. And I don't think there's any pros to a cashless society. Because think about it. You want to break away from the government. You want to go and buy things. You want to do this. You want to do that. Maybe the guy who comes and puts your roof on, you cut a deal with him because you're going to pay him in cash. All of a sudden, that ends. Everything is going to be taxed in real time. You're going to pay someone for work that they performed, and the IRS is going to be able to take their taxes before that payment even reaches the other end. And that's the future that they're already pushing us into. Cash should be with us forever. Don't end cash. That's what I'm saying. The COVID pandemic did not take place. UBI via digital ID and CBDC was always a real goal. You know, when the World Economic Forum is telling you that UBI is coming and it's the answers to the inequities exposed by COVID-19, you got to start to pay attention. Because the World Economic Forum is already running a lot of governments all around the world, pushing us towards that great reset. And I still see people hailing this on a daily basis. But this is the end game. And that's why they want to get rid of cash as well. Ripple partner Accenture is highlighted as a top leader in the latest International Data Corporation MarketScape's Blockchain Services 2024 evaluation. The IDC is a premier global provider of market intelligence, advisory services, and events for the IT, telecommunications, and consumer tech markets. The latest assessment report recognizes Accenture's focus on driving business transformation through blockchain, with over 1,200 projects underway, over 550 of which are already live, and they also are a Ripple partner. You know, when you see Ripple's partners out there growing out in the way that they are, all that value will eventually come back to the cryptocurrency that we hold, XRP, because XRP is tied in to all of this growth that Ripple has through partnerships as well. It's not just what Ripple's doing. You gotta also keep an eye on their partners. Tokenized mortgages, houses, AI, and blockchains. Moderator, Chastity Murphy, Senior Advisor, Assistant Secretary of Financial Institutions. U.S. Department of Treasury Speakers, Mike Cagney. When they're talking about tokenized mortgages, and they're already talking about how people can tokenize their home that they already own as well. I've seen a few articles around that. But think about it. You need some quick cash. You can tokenize and sell a little bit of your home without selling your entire house. That's the direction we're going in through tokenization. And that's why I always said they're going to fix the housing crisis when it comes through tokenization. All of a sudden, everything will change overnight because of tokenization. Bank run in progress. Keep eyes on the following banks that are showing signs of immediate stress. And this is a fairly long list, but you know, the list is even bigger than this. And I think this is all happening by design because they can't bring out their CBDC with all these banks. They want to consolidate them into a handful of banks. And that's why this year we're going to see a lot happen in the banks. And that's why I always urge people to get their money out of there. Visa, Mastercard could be key drivers for crypto in the year ahead. But take notice, there's some challenges that remain. Loyalty can be a win-win-win solution for users, traditional payments players, and the industry to overcome major crypto adoption obstacles. Some of the top challenges include regulation, which is needed, especially when crypto is used as a mainstream currency. User experience, which is often not intuitive enough, and reputation in terms of the fact that many still view crypto as risky. Whenever you talk to someone outside of crypto, I know most of you can't hold yourself back from bringing up crypto when you're talking to people. The first thing that they say is, oh, I don't like the volatility in crypto. I don't want to put money into crypto and then lose all my money. But if you invest in the right way, you don't have to worry about that risk. But when it comes to like Visa, MasterCard, and big financial institutions, they want that safeguard put in place, regulations. And that's why I think we're going to see regulations come in 2024. And when you look at regulations, they always talk about multiple countries. That's because you can't have different regulations when it comes to cross-border payments. People always think that somehow the US is going to go in a different direction from everyone else. We absolutely are not going to do that. We're going to push in the same direction as Europe and the UK and other countries as well, because when it comes to cross-border payments, that money has to move across many borders. And if regulations don't line up perfectly, cross-border payments will never happen. Bitcoin, the DXY US dollar index, has recently made a lower high on the monthly chart. I believe the upcoming crash of the dollar will be much bigger than in 2017 or 2020. Imagine what will happen to Bitcoin and altcoins. Dollar down equals crypto market up. I'm always watching the DXY. A lot of people are saying we're going to see a big move to the downside on the US dollar, and accumulating crypto right now is the right move. And I see people pulling away from the banks and getting more invested in the crypto now. I see new investors all the time on X. You could tell they're new to crypto because they're like, when is this 100X gonna happen? Whenever they want you to put a date on crypto, you know they're new to this game. And I don't like to put dates on anything because I've seen so many dates come and go over time that I thought was going to be very big and nothing happened. Remember a couple years ago when everybody was saying everybody's going to buy XRP on this specific day? And they did, and the price bumped up. And then all of a sudden, we came right back down. Because when the price got bumped up, everybody started selling off because they were expecting it to happen on that day. But when crypto takes off, when we all least expect it, all of a sudden we see it last for a period of time. And when XRP does take off, people are going to sell at different price points. I can't urge you enough to stay patient when it takes off. Think everything out, what you plan to do as XRP achieves different price points. But we'll cross those bridges once we get there. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.